The State House has essentially been held hostage for 6 weeks. Still no rules, still no session, and still no announced plan.
But that stalemate may come to an end early next week. There are a few things we know and lots we're waiting to learn. We know that 3 Democrats won special elections and that the chamber is now made up of 102 Dems and 101 Republicans. We know they're all scheduled back in Harrisburg next week.
We're going back into session and hopefully going to start doing legislation that we can move forward in Pennsylvania.
Unknown?
My fellow Pennsylvanians, the time for justice is now.
How long Speaker Mark Rozzi holds on to the gavel, whether he's switched out for Democratic leader Joanna McClinton, and whether he can push through both a law and a constitutional amendment to let survivors of child sex abuse sue beyond the statute of limitations. It's clearly his priority.
History will judge us based on what we did to protect some of our most vulnerable citizens, our children.
It's also pretty clear that this gridlock has produced hard feelings. The Speaker changed office locks in the middle of the night in a few Republican-held offices, and Republican lawmaker Tom Mahaffey was kicked out of his office. Though Republican leaders blame Rozzi for that too, Mahaffey frustrated many in the GOP for refusing to join their attempts to force the House back into session. Dawn Kiefer gave voice to that a few weeks ago.
Are you going to stick with Republicans on procedural things or not? And if you're not, then I guess you're not part of the caucus, right? So you need to pick a horse and ride it. If you're not going to, allow us to get back to work, right, because you're lining up with the Democrats on the issues, then, you could caucus with the Democrats, right, if they'll allow you to caucus with them.
But there now seems to be bipartisan agreement that work should be job one.
We need to start working bipartisanly around here. And so hopefully we can get some rules adopted and do the people's business.
Everybody needs to get back to the Capitol, and we need to get to work.
And the House is scheduled for session February 21st. That's a week from tomorrow, and the newest members are set to be sworn in then.